amazed at Miss Ross's courage for letting me come out here and speak. So, like I said, I'm Daniel. There's really nothing else to say about myself. I knew that I wanted to join the military when I was about 10 years old, and it was a dream of mine. I was able to accomplish it. Never look back. So, I mean, we all know what Veterans Day is and what it's about, so I'm here to talk to the kids. So this is probably going to blow up in my face, but we're going to. I don't like to talk to myself or be the only one talking. So, okay, guys. So I'm going to ask for a little bit of class participation, right? So, but to try and keep this where we're not here until dinner time, raise your hand if you're going to answer, okay? So who knows what a veteran is? Okay, front row. Buddy in the red shirt, looking away. What's a veteran, buddy? A person who fights for our country. That's right, that's right. Okay, so I think when my daughter Whitney in second grade, track A, when she was in preschool, one of the best answers was, what's a veteran? And somebody said it's somebody who works on animals. So yes, a veteran is a man or woman, and also so we don't stay here until dinner time, I wrote down notes. Men and women who serve honorably in the military and were discharged or released. So what are some of the things that veterans have done? Okay, Richard. They've served our country, that's right. Does anybody have anything else? Veterans did fight in the Civil War, that's right, okay. So some of the things that veterans have done, do you think that they've left their families for a little while? Maybe gone away for a year and a half? That's right. What about risk their lives? You know, in wartime, sometimes we have wartime in this country. They've risked their lives. Do you think that while they're gone that they might have missed birthdays or anniversaries or holidays like Christmas or even the birth of one of their children? So why do you think that someone would want that job? Why would someone want to join the military? Because they want to fight and win. That's a good reason. Yes, sir. Lots of fighting going on. Fight for our freedom. Okay, last one. That's right, they're protecting us, right? Do you think that they joined the military to make a lot of money? Still get rich. Veterans love their country. I think that's going to be one pretty good theme. No matter who you talk to, veterans are going to love their country. Veterans also usually believe in service to others and in things that make our country great, the things that make our country great, like the freedoms that we have. You know, we can go to church wherever we want. You can usually say whatever you want. You don't have to drive down the street and worry about a roadside bomb going off on Westheimer, right? So we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff in our country. So what can we do to thank veterans? Richard. We can honor them. That's right. We can remember, right? And that's kind of why we're here today, right? So Ms. Ross talked about Armistice Day, and Armistice is when they signed like a truce in World War I. And so then that ended up turning into what we know today. You keep your hands up. I'm calling you. But so we had World War I truce, but then we had World War II in Korea, and we had a lot of veterans. So one way that we figured out that we could honor them is let's dedicate a day to them, right? So we call it Veterans Day. Okay, Whitney, what's one way that we can thank a veteran? We can be kind to them and eat our dinner and listen to them. That's right. listening to them. You know, there's a lot of veterans here. I'm one veteran, but there's tons that have served a lot longer and a lot more, did a lot of cool things. You think that they might have some stories that they can tell you. They've lived a lot longer than most of us, and they really have some fun things that they've done. You know, another thing that you can do to thank veterans is you can thank their families. Because do you remember going away for a long period of time, missing anniversaries, birthdays, Christmases? So they have families that were here that had to go through that too. So if you have a veteran that's serving, their family served just as much. Okay, way to thank a veteran. That's a lot of veterans in your family. What do you do to thank them? Or what would you do to thank them? Pray to them. That's literally my next one, was to pray for them. That was a great answer. So pray for them. Actually, Miss Ross even hit on that earlier. So what about during the national anthem? What if we stop and we don't fidget around and we don't talk and we stop and we think about all the things that we've talked about today during the national anthem, and we think about why we're there and some of the things that we are there to be thankful for, right? So one last thing we can do is we can do whatever we can to make our country a better place. That's something that you can do as a kid, as someone young. I'm sorry, not as so, as a young person, you can do that. You can make our country a better place. You know, you can pick up trash on the side of the road. You can do all kinds of different things. Help out a neighbor. That's part of the reason why people join the military, right? They want to make our country a better place. So that's something that you can do right now. A whole list of things that you can do right now to thank a veteran. So I was scared that was going to blow up in my face, but they worked out great. And I had a plant in the audience to say, pray for veterans. So thank y'all for putting up with me. Like I said, I'm one of a bunch of guys out here that did a lot more than I did. So thank y'all for the guys that came before me and the guys that are still serving. I appreciate it.